Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, so the second video in this series. I'm calling it the Woodland art book. I guess we can call it that. The idea is to pick a favorite series of papers and stickers, whether they're all of the same set or different and you've put your own together. It doesn't matter. Whatever excites you, that's what you're going to use. I really love this one by Panelisa Craft. I don't know if you can see that, maybe. I love this one. I got it off of AliExpress. It's a beautiful set of papers, and then I got stickers to go with it. So I'm really, this is the stickers that goes with it, but I bought some other Woodland ones. So I thought I could use them. I don't know. We'll see for sure if I will or not, but I'm saving all my little bits and pieces so that I can use them all into this little booklet. My last booklet, as I said before, was made with a lot of tissue paper for backgrounds, and just to show you that inexpensive things can be just as exciting as more, generally crafted pieces for this type of genre of work, if that makes any sense. Bear with me. Okay, so I'm also going to be using some coffee dyed paper because I like it, and it gives us a little bit of a blank slate to work with. So we are working on page number 2. Page number 1, really. Actually, I'm going to do the back cover and the front cover on the inside. I've just cut my coffee dyed paper into the size that I need, and I'm going to attach it here. Do you need to use a magazine in order to, make a book like this? No, obviously not. You could just do coffee dyed paper and call it a day. You don't even have to have the magazine. But I didn't want to waste the magazine. I didn't want to just toss it into the recycling. So this is what I'm doing with it, and it's fun to recycle, and it adds a little bit more bulk, so when it's nice and done, it'll be full and it'll have a really good weight to it, which is kind of what I like too. So all I'm going to do for now is just glue this coffee dyed paper on the inside. This also strengthens the spine. You do not have to do this, obviously. Now you could do this on every single page instead of just the front and the back, if that's what you want to do. Absolutely. It is entirely up to you. Now, it's not going to be perfect as if you were to make something from coffee dyed paper 100%, because you will see some of the magazine and whatnot else. I kind of like that idea that you can see the original substrate, only because it gives me the courage to try it again with something else. So whether you do an altered book or an altered magazine, you have a different look regardless, but it just allows for, you're not going to be precious with it. I don't want to be stifled by my substrate and feel like I need to be 100% precious. And, I've been saving this paper pad for a while now. I bought it during the summertime, the beginning of summer, maybe? Yeah, something like that. And I haven't used it because I knew I wanted to use it for something special. But I don't want to hoard it either. I want to be able to use these papers. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to give it away. I want to keep it for myself, obviously. But I want to make it into something that I can enjoy for years to come. Oh, don't glue together. No. There we go. Do your fold ahead of time if you are going to do like end pages. I like the idea of being able to hold on to something like this, like I said, for years to come, and just having fun with it. I get to create, I get to enjoy these stickers and this paper. indefinitely, really. Let's see. So this is a little bit bigger. That's okay. I probably didn't do the fold from before correctly, 100%, but that's okay. You can cover it up. That's always the good thing about it. All right. You can keep going with the coffee dyed paper if you so choose. Absolutely. And we can just cover it all up if you like. I mean, that's not a big deal whatsoever. It will look kind of cool. So we could do that actually. So I'm just going to grab my... So this is generally the size. So I'm going to just grab a few more pieces. So since this is my template, I can just use that. Excuse my reach. I'm just going to tear. I'm not even going to bother with my whatchamacallit, my cutter rather. Now this might be a little bit interesting. We could just take a X-Acto knife to it and just cut it with that. Not that. There we go. Make sure you cut on a cutting mat. Don't want any scratches in your desktop. Let's see, how many more do we need? It does give it a little bit more of an even look if you do the pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's see, what do I have here? Oh, this is not really, oh, there we go. Sometimes when I make these, the dye does not distribute evenly. So you get this weird section of blank pages, which is kind of like, okay, that defeats the purpose, but whatever. I just find, you know, coffee dyed paper does seem to tie everything together nicely, which is great. You could just use plain copy paper if you want to, or you could use, you know, gel prints. I've done gel print ones. Actually, maybe the next one we'll do gel prints and do more artistic instead of, you know, these types of journals. So we could do that. Like I said before, we can do this in so many different ways. Let's see, what else can we make a booklet for? We could make it for favorite movies, favorite TV shows, your favorite stickers, like if you have a nice selection of really cool stickers or something like that. That'd be cool. I still think a travel journal would be really neat with this kind of thing. So all we're going to do is we're going to attach it. Again, it just strengthens the spine. Use a dry glue, or relatively dry. Otherwise it'll just be too wrinkly. Again, this is just prepping the pages. You don't have to do this. You can absolutely skip this step. I think the reason why I'm doing this, because I don't want to use all of my paper on one booklet. I think I'm being a little stingy, to tell you the truth. If I'm being honest with myself, I think that's what I'm doing here. Which is okay. It's all good. Just just not ready to part with it 100%, you know what I mean? And I think we all get like that sometimes, you know, it's like when we get these supplies, you know, it's like, oh, it's beautiful, you know, there's so many great artists out there who have all these wonderful, you know, papers and stickers, and oh, there's some amazing things. And you just want to keep all of it, you know, we tend to just hoard it all and keep it in our studios and in our craft rooms, and just hoard it. At least I do. I don't know about the rest of you, but I tend to not want to use anything up. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll make some tags and things like that. So I could use this as a written journal. So I could use it as like a regular journal. As you can see here, I'm off a little bit. That's okay. I can always cover it up with some, you know, other trim. That's the reason why I make the cover a little bit bigger. So when I put other trim in there, I can just cover it up. It's not a big deal. Again, if that bothers you, absolutely trim it properly. And I don't know. I'm not overly precise when it comes to these things because I enjoy that handmade look. So I'm not overly concerned. I don't think you should be either. I mean, you're supposed to be having fun with it, not just, you know, constantly worry about, you know, if it's perfect or whatever. So it's not about perfection. Creativity is never ever about perfection. It's all about just getting, you know, your emotion, or whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. But if you get it out there, get it out of your system, and it just makes you feel better, I think, anyway. And then you get to just play and have fun. You don't have to worry too much about the minor details, because everything is fixable. If not 100%, it's okay. It's fixable. And that's the beauty of it. But now we have our substrate. So there we go. All right. And some of these pages, they might loosen up over time. You can glue them up. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. We can fix them as we go. All right. So I think to use this one or this one, I think we're going to start with this one. I'm going to make a pocket. Right there. Again, inking is always optional. You can round corners, you can do some stamping in the background. You know, you're not limited by just this paper pad. You can use all your different, you know, your whole arsenal that you have in your craft room. You can use them all, just in different ways. Do I want it over here? Yeah, maybe over here. Slide that over a bit. There we go. We'll make a tag for over there. And again, you know, find out what works for you. Some of these have little things that you can cut apart. You can turn them into tags. If you find they're a bit too flimsy, you can absolutely put it onto a piece of cardstock or whatever. Let's see, that's very tall. I love this squirrel, it's so cute. Let's grab this. Make some space. Alright, I should probably measure this so that I'm not wasting my paper. So 3 is fine. Let me plug in my phone for a second. There we go. So that's a cute little tag. Do I want it sticking out? Probably not. Quite a bit of it have to come off. Again, measure. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you. So 5 inches, 3 by 5. There we go. Now you can fudge it. You can go like this and put this over here if you really wanted to, or you could use it elsewhere. It's up to you. I'm going to turn this one into a tag. Again, if you find it a bit flimsy, because it's not really cardstock, you could absolutely make it thicker. But because this is otherwise going to be a very, very thick book, again, we don't want that. I don't want that, so I am not going to do that. But this allows me to have some space to write on if I want to. So if I want to document this series or this paper, or I want to use it as a little travel journal, I absolutely could. So I like having options for future use, okay? And you can do the same thing. You just have to play around, see what works for you, and then go from there. I'm going to get some hole reinforcements. Well, you could add ribbon to this, I suppose, if you wanted to. I'm not sure what I have, actually. I'll put one on the other side, too. Yeah, you could put lined paper on the other side of this if you wanted to, because that's nice and thin. It wouldn't add the extra bulk, but it's okay. There we go. That's one spot. We can add something on the bottom. So this is the one that actually comes with it. I think this squirrel's too cute. Might do something with that. We'll see. Come on. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's quite a few choices. Oh, that's cute. Use this paper. You could tear it too. You don't have to always cut. I do like to wrinkle my paper a little bit and then just go like that and just make it a little bit more chunky, I suppose. no perfectionism needed. Now we can put this little guy right over here. How cute is that? Am I in frame? Yeah, okay. I know, sometimes I lose track of where I am. All right, come on. Wow. Oh my goodness. I have nails now, but now I don't seem to be able to find the end of that. Okay, there we go. That's all right. All right, now I had, where'd it go? Yeah, here it is. I have this fern leaf stencil. So I'm going to use some of this brown, I think. It's a bit wobbly, but it'll be okay. That's pretty. You'd use different colors. I think that's really pretty. Now I'm just going to cut out the squirrel. How cute is he? In Canada, sometimes when we see too many squirrels, we call them tree rats. Only because they make a mess. They ripped my lilac tree apart a few years back. They took all the bark off of it. Oh my goodness, the poor lilac tree. I don't know what it is that they liked about it, but they just ripped it to shreds. And they're messy, and they dig up in my flower beds and my flower pots. My goodness. Sometimes they're a real nuisance, and especially if neighbors start to feed them. I was like, no, don't feed the squirrels. There's plenty of food out there for them to find. They don't need you to feed them bread and buns and whatnot else. Sometimes, I mean, they're cute, but a nuisance. There we go. There's this one YouTuber who does this Squirrel Olympics thing. It's hilarious. If you ever get the chance to watch it and you want a good laugh, he really does a good job. It's really cool. Okay, so I'm going to put him over there. Now what else? Let's see. I really do like that there. I just think he's cute. All right, I'll figure something else out. Sorry about that. Glue just sticks whenever it wants to. I mean, that's the sole purpose of glue, but when you don't need it to, it does stick even more. Now we can trim this. We don't have to keep it as is, because the one in behind is a little bit longer. That's okay, we just trim it. And this little bit of yellow will show up, which is fine. I'm okay with that. If you wanted to cut some of them in half, you could even do that. That'd be kind of cool too, so you have that layered effect. That'd be kind of neat. Let's see. We need something else. Something like that. Oh my Gideon. Okay, here we go. There, done. And you could absolutely do something in behind here, which will be put in behind there. I don't know if I have any other like fall stamps really. I don't think I do. I mean, I could just do some more of this, the leaves. You know what? Let's do that. Just enough to suggest there's something there. There we go. That looks cute. Now we just tuck that in there. There. There's our first page done. At least I think it's done. What do you think? So, there we go. There. First page. Yay. See you in the next one. Bye.